Welcome, everybody, to the greatest hit that we will finally get to show off. The Way Forward remake of Donald Duck's QuackShot that will happen at some point in this millennium.
Not exactly the same company, but I do know exactly what you're referencing, and I'm still bitter that thing never happened with the creators of Monster Boy.
Yeah. Thank you, sorry.
But alas, going off of us just doing Castle of Illusion earlier with Mickey Mouse, we're going back to QuackShot, starring Donald Duck.
It's actually a really solid little Metroidvania thing that we have to go for here.
Oh yeah, like it's like a children's first Metroidvania sort of game. Where, like, yeah, you're playing as Donald Duck, you get to go all over the world to find this grandiose treasure that he happened to find in Scrooge's, whole library and all that.
Oh, no.
In fact, why don't we just go ahead and let the story speak that out for itself. One day, Donald came across an old story an old book in Uncle Scrooge's study. The title of the book was King Garuzia's Great Duck Treasure.
Ducks only. Ducks only.
No mice allowed. According to the book, Garuzia was once the leader of a great duck kingdom. Just before he died, King Garuzia hid the most prized possession in a secret location. Tucked inside the book, Donald found a map showing clues to where the treasure could be found. He snuck away with it while Scrooge was looking, and you never see him again for the rest of the game.
Oh.
Wow, Donald exclaimed. If I could find a treasure like this, I'd be richer than Uncle Scrooge! But one of Pete's gang had been spying through the window and saw everything. Donald took the map with him as he started to head on home. Pete's gang chased after Donald and the treasure map. Donald could see an open manhole ahead and jumped over it, but Pete's gang all fell in. Oops. We swear this is very important to the story. Donald took Huey, Dewey, and Louie to the plane to take off on the great treasure hunt, but just then, Daisy appeared.
Donald, where are you going? You were supposed to be at my house for dinner an hour ago!
She proceeded to throw the 1,000,000 fists into the air at him.
Daisy, something very important has come up. I'm going to find something special for you, and I want it to be a surprise.
Donald, wait! Come back! Donald!
Donald and his nephews took off in their plane, leaving a furious Daisy behind. Moments later, Pete's gang flew after them in a plane of their own.
Oh noes.
Wow. And so starts our great duck adventure through, Duckburg.
Here in Duckburg.
Ooh.
So yes, QuackShot starring Donald Duck. You play as Donald. He comes pre-equipped with a plunger gun, which can stun enemies. That's about all can really do at the given moment, but it's still a really handy tool. He can also hold one of the buttons to dash as well, and among other things he can do, stationed throughout several portions of the game, you'll come across little chili peppers. Collect enough of them, and Donald goes into a frenzy.
Oh Lord, his temper!
Sounds about right.
He can't quite contain his anger very well if he's gobbled too much of that stuff. But yes, the cool thing about QuackShot is that it takes a lot of its inspirations from Carl Barks's Duck universe, as most would like to call it, which was mostly prevalent in, the likes of the Donald Duck comics and Uncle Scrooge comics, but also, in some ways, was much better put to better effect in DuckTales. You won't be able to continue much further without the right tools to climb high walls. Sorry, my dear chap. So, at certain points in the level, you'll come across what might seem as like a dead end. So in the meantime, Donald will leave a checkpoint, and through that checkpoint, he can call upon his airplane to get a mosey on.
Huh.
So that's about all we can do Duckburg for now. So in the meantime, we have access to two other spots: Mexico and Transylvania.
Transylvania.
For the sake of time, well, that would be nice. But to save on time, we're gonna head straight to good old Mexico.
Because I assume, I assume there is not so much an open, ended thing, you unlock everything in the same order?
Essentially, yeah.
Alrighty, whoa.
That's what the checkpoint system is there for. You do have the freedom to go to it whatever place you want to, but the game does want you to go a set path if you want to be at your most efficient. Technically speaking, we should have actually started with Mexico first, because that's what leads us to trying to find something down in Duckburg.
Okay, fair enough.
But I figured why not? Duckburg's road is pretty short. And I mean, I like Duckburg. Make no sense for Don's Adventure to start there.
It shows the system off.
Mm-hmm. Ah, I guess I can't. Don can also slide if he ducks and jumps, but get it, duck. But I guess that doesn't work on slopes.
Or at least not when you're going uphill.
Right.
Whoa! Okay, so how about this? While we are now advancing towards our first major upgrade, first off, James, do you find this game as fun to revisit and replay as Castle of Illusion? The other game that we did in this little 2-for series at the moment.
Honestly, I mean, not to as much of a degree. It's hard to explain. Like, I'd say, like, I prefer Castle of Illusion just a bit more, but only by, like, maybe 2%. Like, this is still a fantastic game, and if there's one thing I'll give QuackShot over Castle of Illusion, it's a bit more fast-paced and responsive.
Okay. No.
Not to mention, there's a little more depth to it than a Castle of Illusion. Like, Castle of Illusion was a lot more straightforward. Like, it was very much a level-by-level basis. Even though this game is more of an illusion, there is, like, you have a little bit more freedom of how you can play the game. Like, you can start, again, we can start from Duckburg and then move on to Mexico, if we feel like, or we can start from Duckburg and then go straight to Transylvania, and then realize we were kind of wasting our time. Oh, sorry about that, sweet Eureka.
Sorry. Oh. Donald, don't you know that you need a special key to go to these ruins?
You know what? Yeah, Logan should do it. Fuck.
A damn explorers returned to Duckburg with it. It's called the Hero Key.
Holy shit, what have you...
Thank you, sweet senorita.
No problem there, Toots.
and we must wonder, what the heck is she smoking out these parts to have such a magnificent singing voice?
Senora.
Weed.
So off back to Duckburg now that we've gotten some goodies, hopefully. I don't know. Sammy... go ahead.
Actually, we have just what we need to talk to the explorer here who told us that we can't proceed earlier and ask him if he has the key.
Hey, have you seen the hero key?
I've got it right here. Are you a hero?
Well, I'm trying to be a hero.
Then take it, and good luck.
Yay!
So now we have the hero key, and then we can head on back to Mexico. Lickety-split.
And the boy's like, oh my gosh, okay, turn around. Okay. So now we head back. Okay, I'm gonna talk over this cutscene because I can't continue that extravagant voice any further.
You can open this door if you use the hero key.
Thank you. Sammy, Doug, Hype, what are your guys' thoughts on the lovable duck?
I like Donald.
I love Donald.
Funny.
Donald is like my favorite. Donald is my favorite Disney character just because he is funny with his rage and you can't understand him for the life of you half the time.
It's like me sometimes.
He is a... What the fuck? First off...
Are you telling us, Doug, that you have problems being comprehensible?
No. Just when I'm angry, no one fucking understands me.
Fair.
Continue, Sam.
But, yeah, Donald is just, like, one of, like, those relatable characters where it's just, like, you just relate to the poor duck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that Donald also comes equipped with a popcorn that spreads?
Oh,
popcorn.
It's a popcorn popper.
You have very limited ammo with it, but it can kill enemies.
All right, well, just be mindful when to use it. And
I mean, all things considered, it's not a bad weapon, but the plunger is more than enough to really get through most threats. Even though you don't outright kill them, you're gonna be well out of their hair by the time they come back to a reality.
Okay. I mean, I will say, like, so far from what I'm seeing with the platforming, it's actually, yeah, no, it's like, it's giving me less Mario vibes, like what the, like what Castle of Illusion was, and definitely more so, well, yeah, more so Metroid with, like, more, almost like puzzle-centric and, like, being very, like, a little bit more, having to, like, actually, like, think through some of your actions and the enemy encounters and not just going blind faith into it all the time.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Also, before I forget, shit.
I did all.
Oh no!
Don't worry, I can make this work. I can improvise.
Hey!
Hey.
And so, really, I can't reach that high.
Nope.
Well, what good are these wet feet of mine for if I can't jump that high?
Donald, now's not the time to have the existential like crises. What is a duck?
What even is a duck but a very perverted, very perverted creation of Mother Nature? That is technically part bird, but it's more of a water-based mammal. Anyway, going back to my train of thought.
Yes.
They said that there was a grandiose treasure inside this pyramid. What could they be alluding to exactly? How about we talk to this guy over here? Hey, Goofy.
I'm the greatest treasure of them all.
It's
swell to see you.
I guess you could say that.
Goofy! What are you doing here?
Oh, just looking around, conquering the pyramids. I did find this strange note. I don't know what to do with it, though. I can't read. Do you want it?
You bet!
I also found this funny plunger thing during my conquests. Maybe if you shoot it at walls and things, it'll help you reach high places. You'll ascend like no one has ascended before. And Gyro and Duckburg is looking for you.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Guess we're going to be heading back to Duckburg with our red plunger in tow. And say goodbye to Goofy, kids. That's the last time you'll see him in this game.
Fire thee well, I'm off to ascend the heavens. Was that first one what you meant to do, or was that, like, a transition?
I keep forgetting which one is which with the key binding, because it's not in my number pad.
Oh.
That's fair. Yeah, no, so there you go.
Thankfully, they're kind enough to clear the way for us now that we got our new toy to play with.
Right. Yep. Now it actually functions like you think.
Yep, but with the red plunger, we can now stick to walls, and we can use the handle as a platform.
How many plungers can you have available, like, at a time?
Technically you shoot out as many as you want, but I want to say you can have it, like, as far as, like, sticking to walls, I think at least 3.
Okay.
I could be wrong on that, but it's like, what should I say? What I'm trying to say here is, like, you shouldn't have to worry too much about the quantity of how much you can have out on the field at a time, considering the platforming will give you just enough to work with.
Right.
Alrighty. So, I know in the previous... Well, that statue back there looks a little upset.
I don't...
It's the great mighty Oz!
He's like rolling his eyes eternally at you. And, oh,
hey! Glad to see you back, chum.
I didn't expect company so soon. Would you like us to...
Heck with this, I'm outie.
You remind me of the freaking Funky Kong thing from DK.
That's why I did it.
I know. Just immediately full-on ugly cries without even a pause of, like, hesitation.
Dude, now you're just giving me a depressing thought all of a sudden.
What's up?
This is Goofy after Max went to college.
Well, I mean, he was a little bit.
He's having his midlife crisis, dude. Let him alone. He just wants to, he wants to do something in his life. He wants to go adventuring. He wants to conquer the pyramids, become the new deity of the Egyptian race. Let him do it.
All this just because he's sad that his son's finally grown up and living his own life now?
Yes, exactly.
Whatever happened to me being a part of that plan, Maxie?
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's.
Okay. I'm going to assume you meant to say pawn or part. It did not sound like that in the call.
I did say part.
He's talking about their big like familial like climax in the. That was the wrong way of putting it. That their great familial like resolution that they had.
Sliding
in the rapids.
away from this hellhole.
It was just like it was supposed to be a big thing, and then.
Where'd the sweet Senorita go? Was she just in my mind the whole time?
Yes, you're insane. Call the plane.
Okay.
Okay, I can do that. What?
Well, it's a good thing that the nephews have a plane license, so we don't have to ride that thing ourselves.
We're the
or drive it ourselves.
We're the designated driver. I can't do the nephew's voice, but we're the designated driver. Use the magic of plungers.
Plunger technology will get us far. Also, it's really funny because from what I looked up, apparently this is going to be Donald's method of wall jumping in Pollution Island with plungers.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Callback.
Yep, they knew what they were calling back to. They won't forget that QuackShot exists.
Even if oh boy.
Okay. Even if we are still denied such incredible, like, I still would love more games like, if not Wonder Boy, but I would also like more games like the DuckTales remake.
That
Yes,
would
please.
be nice. Like, honestly, like, one thing that I've brainstormed a few times, I don't know how feasible it is, but something along the lines of, like, James mentioned, like, a legacy collection of, like, the Magical Quest games. Just kind of do what Crash and Spyro did, and just do, like, straight-up remakes of the 3 games, because they all run off the same engine. It's not like you have to change that much between games.
That's true.
It's just a matter of both Capcom and Disney are willing to, you know, collab and do something with that.
Whoa.
Anyway, it's time to ride across the electric railways of Duckburg.
He does it.
What was Gyro thinking with this crap?
What game am I thinking of that had something like this? Wario Land 3 had this thing.
Yep, Wario Land 3 did. Oh, speaking of Gyro, there he is. Donald, just the fella I want to see. Would you please try out my newest invention?
Oh, look, his little light bulb guy's there, too.
Yeah. Yep, even he's there. It's bubblegum ammo. When you use it in your shooter, it makes exploding bubbles. I'll give you more whenever you run out, so you want to, you know, come back for a nice chat and all that.
Thank you, Gyro.
I was like, you know, assuming you want to come back, you know, I get lonely out here, but I'll miss you.
Donald does not seem amused by
But yeah, no, I mean, if he's gracious enough to do that, then that's great. You're going well out of the way just to restock on ammo. You're only going to be using just for breaking walls.
Also, I just noticed the moon has a face.
Yes, it does. I mean, he just wants to remind you that you're going to be okay when you sleep at night.
I don't know if I'll be okay with that face.
Also, pay no mind that it's already daytime, and out in the distance, we should now be within view of a Pete, and a blimp with Mickey's face on it.
Oh, and it's the exact same face from Castle of Illusion.
Yep, the very same. But yeah, since I already have it, let's go show off the bubble gum ammo real quick, because this is actually important for the sake of progression. Unlike, it works kind of like the corn in that it does kill enemies, but it's a one-shot only. And it only takes up 1 bubblegum ammo as opposed to like 5 popcorn ammo. And this will be necessary to get through Transylvania, hence why we haven't even gone there yet.
Right.
We need to be prepared for the absolute worst that the good old Transylvania has.
I will say I'm a bit bummed that between, you know, the coin toss of Castle of Illusion and QuackShot, that it was Illusion that got so many more games than QuackShot ever got.
Yeah, though, I mean, I can sort of understand why, because QuackShot, like, it's a great game, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot more, I think there's a lot more you can work with the Illusion games.
Well, because you had, like, it's all fantasy, it's all magic, you can do whatever you want. With this, you have to deal with, like, lame real-life places, like Donald Duck goes on his adventure to Detroit.
or Transylvania, or Indonesia.
Or maybe even
a Viking ship.
Okay, that too. That was better than I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say?
Like, Jordan.
What?
Jordan.
There's a city or country named Jordan. It's like somewhere. It's like somewhere in the Middle East, I think.
Even the dreaded Jordan.
Even the dreaded. Isn't actually even the dreaded city of.
What?
Oh, or Lake Titicaca.
There you go, Lake Titicaca. Thank you.
Or Dugtown, USA.
Man,
Wow, this is a famous Dracula's castle.
Man, I had a lot more stupider things in mind. I was gonna say stuff like Squidward's house.
Oh, you mean Easter Island?
I mean that's just like common sense.
Oh, Doug, real quick, why don't you be the ghost here?
Go for it.
Blow up the wall with the bubble gum ammo. I dare you. I double dare you. Well, why in the world did you come so soon? Place, blah, blah, blah. I'm a ghost.
I'm looking for King Derusia's treasure.
There's a lot of text.
Yeah, why don't you take a seat? How about you take a seat and just blow up that fucking wall? I'm tired. I've been stuck here for so many centuries.
I've been sticking my tongue out for these past 2 centuries.
It's so dry.
You know how hard it is, even on a ghost.
My head just was like going through so many things. It was like, Goofy, is that you? It was first to start off like, Goofy, is that you? And then Chris Hansen, is that you? And then Ghost. That's what I thought of when you said, why don't you take a seat?
Why don't you take a seat?
Donald Duck, lift that big butt up and over that ledge. How do we do it?
I might need to... Let me see if I can actually, Okay, there we go. You know what I was doing wrong? I know what I was doing wrong. I should have broke some of this off. Actually, I didn't even need to break any of that off. I could just use my plunger there.
It was just a secret surprise. Then you blow up this stuff.
And get ice cream.
Now take your ice cream and get out of here.
Booga.
Booga.
It's a duckula.
The Count himself. Not thinking about it. Would popcorn ammo work as well in these barrels?
Oh my god, it's Count Druck.
Nope.
Count Druck.
Yeah,
Count
Druck.
Druckman?
Sure.
Oh, like a Drake. Oh, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that the name of Nathan Drake's family line was based on Drake Mallards?
I love that.
Yeah.
I would love that if just out of... I would not even be upset with that if Druckman's news title suddenly said, you understand, kid, you are a duck.
Quack!
Just,
Actually, it's like, not even just a realistic duck. You just have like Nolan North just casually saying, quack!
yeah,
Oh, I guess I gotta go down.
that's the ticket to kid.
Guess I gotta go fuck off.
Actually, when you were saying, like, you know, Nathan Drake's family is like Drake Mallard, and it's like, I'm just thinking, like, Drake, this could be dangerous. Yeah, well, let's get dangerous. Why'd you say that?
Oh.
Also, get a load of this ironic crap. Mickey could swim in Castle Illusion. Donald Duck isn't. Donald, on the other hand, in QuackShot, isn't as lucky.
It's his
Can he
behind.
breathe underwater? Now, can he breathe underwater?
He can breathe underwater, thankfully.
Well, Mickey can't too.
Yeah, they both can breathe underwater. It's just that Donald even though he's a duck, never learned how to swim.
Again, I'm willing to assume that it's that posterior of his that's weighing him down.
Oh, it always goes back to the goddamn posterior. And let me tell you right now, it ain't gonna just end with this game, ladies and gentlemen. World of Illusion is will make just as much of a note about that.
Yeah, it's an entire mechanic in the co-op run.
It's Disney's favorite feature of him, I can only assume, given how much it's the focus of slapstick and humor.
You ever wonder why Donald constantly gets confused for a goose?
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, isn't his cousin a goose?
It just seems cheap.
Yes, yeah, his cousin Gus is a goose.
Goose.
Easy
Still
does it.
surprised that I'm still amazed that freaking Disney Speedstorm of all things remember he exists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
well, I know he's used, like, I know that they do use him, like, a bit, like, here and there. Like, I know he's, let me just say, I know he's the chef in House of Mouse.
He's the chef in House of Mouse. I feel like he played some part in A Christmas Carol. Oh, this part's funny. We have to follow this ghostly Duke. But the moment he turns around, I think you have to turn the other way and duck. And if you don't, then yeah, he calls upon his mooks at you.
Let's see, enter.
Okay, you just have to duck.
He looks so
Oh.
he looks so smug in his, like, assumption that you're behind him. I can very clearly see you there, but okay.
Oh, what's the use? I just can't feel that. Oh, that's the end of his character arc then. Okay, I was going so. Oh no, he's back. I was just thinking about what could I do with a thing like this, and then. Oh,
I could go for some roasted duck right about now.
Yeah, let's say like, are we? Because I feel like are we looping now?
I forget if we're outright looping. I just know that there's a certain block formation that we need to break in order to activate a levitating block.
All right, let's see.
It's this one. Going up. Goodbye. I'm sure you
Bye.
won't see me up here.
Whoop.
Oh, you didn't really see me up there. Thank goodness.
I
Yeah, 'cause
mean,
you're
we're
out of
up
sight.
in a little alcove up here.
And through this door we will find Oh, just another corridor.
Oh, okay.
Man, I thought it was something special.
On my end, I thought the game had froze. I'm glad that it did.
Oh, thank God forbid it just suddenly freezes here of all places. We're almost at the end of the first third of the game. Don't go doing that to me.
It does it.
But I mean, I gotta say, Transylvania is definitely making more of an impression than Duckburg in Mexico, right, fellas?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Shit!
Oh my
shit.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Slide to safety, you magnificent duck, you!
you almost became a pressed duck.
You magnificent bastard!
Magnificent
Oh,
bastard.
you know what? I almost forgot. I just remembered something. Sammy,
Yeah.
you told us off screen that you have some history with QuackShot. Care to elaborate?
Oh, I do own the game. I've never actually fully, like, played it, but I do own it. I think my sister might have played it? I don't know. Like, I got it from her collection, really. But it is one of the Genesis games I do own.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, from what
I
you've been-
saw something.
Well, from what you've been seeing so far, what do you think of it?
Oh, never mind.
I mean, I do like the duck ass right there.
Piece of shit. He was anticipating it that time.
I'm waiting for you.
I'm waiting.
I wonder if... okay, never mind.
I like that smug fucking look.
I know.
That shit-eating grin.
That's it. Yeah. I was the I had the greatest high score at Donkey Kong on the arcades.
I wonder if this guy's a callback to any one of the Carl's Barks comics.
Don't look into my high scores. I assure you they're legitimate.
Oh my God, he's one of those assholes.
I'm pretty sure they're fucking bullshit.
Oh, Dracula Duck!
Oh my God, Duckula!
Oh my God,
I
it's
was about
drunk.
to say,
Shoot him.
Quick!
Shoot him with the
But
bubblegum.
But I wanted to like continue that gag of like, oh, I had the high score in Donkey Kong.
I didn't know they had arcade cabinets back then.
You need to have a seat.
Arcade cabinets have been
I should
around
probably
since the
bring
1920s.
Actually, this is the perfect time to start using my popcorn ammo.
I was like, considering how many enemies are on screen at a time, this is better for that crowd control.
Ah!
Ba-boom.
Fuck.
No,
Get away from me, you dirty bat.
I can't be dealing with all this. Now, kabam! Okay, so you can shoot up and down. Okay, I thought it was just
Yep.
left and right.
You can or like he's not like that clumsy old Mega Man. He can shoot up.
Thank goodness. Tongue up.
Tongue up?
It's a Yoshi. Is a Yoshi thing like you can tongue up? Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, got him.
Oh,
And thus he took the real treasure map, implying that Scrooge had a fake all along.
don't
Huh.
tell anybody.
He's been
Oh, so
swindled.
that's why he abandoned the project so long ago. All right, well that's now that we have the real map. More of the map itself has actually opened up to us. So,
Oh wow.
Yeah, previously we had these three. Now we have the Viking ship. We have Egypt. We have whatever that Maharajah. I can never. pronounce the damn name.
Maharajah.
Maharaja.
Maharajah. Thank you. And the South Pole.
So
If I remember correctly, I want to say our first trip is actually to Maharajah.
close enough. Onwards.
Onwards.
In general, that's a long word to have in one of these children's games. So,
Yes, it is.
now you can see. Now the map has opened up, and this adventure is not just going to be a single one-note adventure. You got plenty. Oh my God, the snake!
Well,
Screw this-
you got poisoned now. Congratulations.
Yeah, screw the snake chanters for the record. If they catch you, you get stunned for a bit, and then the snake will just climb to you and just take some damage on you.
Yeah.
It sucks. Looks like the venom it's used right into your veins.
Just gotta be careful. So I noticed that I know that the chickens give you the chickens seem to give you a full heal. And the peppers give you your temper. Does ice cream just fill part of your health?
Yeah, it's a small health. It's a small health now.
I'm with hype. Why wasn't it orange juice?
That's a very good question.
Wow, this is the big Maharajah's palace.
Also, I just remembered, this boss. I just remembered the boss of this area. Oh.
Also, hello, not Daisy.
I offer you a challenge. If you can defeat the tiger in the garden, I'll reward you with this Sphinx tear.
Okay. Just straight and to the point. I can dig that.
Well, I mean, how back is tiger? By the way, you got an armed guard outside. I mean, how back in this? Where's this tiger? All I see are stupid turtles.
Well, you gotta get a little further.
Ow! Like, oh, you freaking cheeky bastard! Get out of there!
He took a low. Ow! He took another blow.
Oh, he just. Oh, I saw that one. You jumped right into that one.
You cheeky little shit.
Yeah. What a fuck nut. But yeah, no, I can never remember the exact pathway you're supposed to take to reach the boss. I want to say it's this way. Please tell me it's this way. Okay, not quite. Actually, screw this. I'm just bringing out I'm bringing out the bubblegum.
Yes, it does.
I'm not the thing. Oh, fudge! No, stop!
Careful!
Piece of shit. Ugh, I just don't have the patience for you freaking, with you freaking Slytherin types. Oh, we're back. Oh, great, we're back here again. Fudge. Ah!
Would you believe me if I said that the minute I googled Maharajah and QuackShot, the first autofill immediately told me doors.
Doors.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Get rid of him. And then go up.
Wow, what a stubborn fuck.
Jeez.
Get out of here.
Okay, then climb up.
What, not to call the airplane? You can't do that from here.
It just boom! Just destroys the entire wall.
You can't communicate with the airplane from here. No shit.
It was worth a shot. So, then get past this turtle. And then it says go to the left, but you're going to jump over this door. We don't want it. Climb up the wall, slide your way into door number 2.
Oh, this isn't the one, is it?
And then attack the popcorn guy. And
Popcorn? Okay.
and then go right into this path.
Oh, it was I remember now. It was this door. It better be this damn door.
I hope it was this door.
It's this door, and, oh, hello. Shere Khan, the after years.
He's a little tubby.
Yeah, look at him. It's like if Shere Khan made love to a gerbil.
Oh my gosh, but also had frickin' Karnov's ability to breathe fire.
Yep, he's a very special breed. But yeah, all you gotta do is, plunger him when he's, doing his little pounce.
Pounce. Prancing pounce, we shall refer to it as.
Ow.
Ow. We're gonna get eaten by a tiger today, Donald. This is a great honor in this palace.
This is a great adventure.
Man, I still think back to of all the weirdest fucking things we did back when we were doing this, like our very old commentary of this. A part of me feel ow. I still feel a little bad for the dumb little name I call him. It's like, I'm not Shere Khan, I'm his cousin, Queer Khan.
Oh. The power of hindsight. I would have called him, Steer. No, that wouldn't have been.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those things where it's like it's hard to score. It's hard to like really get through it because there's not that many things that rhyme with sheer.
Steer, fear,
Deer Khan.
Deer Khan. There's also
That sounds like an Ask column.
If not that, the only one I can think of is, oh no, Shere Khan is my brother. My name is Shere Sean.
Shere Sean. No, Shere Han.
Shere Han, yeah.
Shere Hans.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay, now he's done.
Oh, good.
You killed him.
I think.
That's what it looks like. He's dying.
Okay, he just suddenly phased out of existence.
It was supposed to be drawn out so that you would feel more emotional resoundment about your actions.
Can't believe it.
There you are,
As
Sam.
promised, I will give you the Sphinx tear.
Thank you. I wonder where the Sphinx tear goes.
Yeah, the Sphinx here goes to where the Sphinx is.
So are we going to talk about the fact that Dahl probably reduced the number of an endangered species?
I mean...
Well, let's head to Egypt, everybody.
Yay!
Also, something important I forgot to do while earlier on back in Mexico. Let's actually look back on that letter we got from Goofy. 1 sun, 2 moon, 3 star. Keep that in mind for later.
It's the sacred code to get into my backyard shed.
Wait a minute. Wait a second. You mean to tell me it's the code?
The code.
The code.
I think we've been talking about this, and I mean, especially now that we've gotten some like new peeps and stuff hanging out with us. I genuinely think that perhaps with new company in tow, we are due to watch every Mickey short.
Yes.
Oh boy.
The door is closed and I can't go inside.
Or can we? Why don't we ask the Sphinx what he has to say after I deck him straight in the nads.
I'll use it.
He used it.
Okay, that's a story. I mean, show don't tell, I guess. Yeah, fair enough.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome as we take a quick tour through Goofy's summer home.
Easy does it.
Oh my god.
He needs to clean it up a bit. There's moving blocks everywhere. It's not very nice.
It's too 90s, dude. You gotta get with the times. Everyone's all about moving TVs.
TVs.
Flat screen, 40-inch.
And it needs cable. Or wait, what must I say cable? No, we don't live in that kind of time period no more. We need smart TVs.
And USB-C cables. That's the funny thing about it. We didn't get rid of cables. We never lost cables. We just kind of got new ones.
Which, I mean, let's be real here. It's still a better alternative, even if it is more or less the same principle.
It's not about the size of the cable. It's how you use it.
It's how you
Yeah.
Oh my
at least
God,
you can actually,
Goofy.
at least you can actually choose which channels you really want to use.
Yeah. Ow!
Like every other point, it was like, ow, what am I doing? I need to get out of here!
I agree though. It's like a freaking Mario World monkey brain situation. You want to slide because you think you'll go down fast down the slope.
Oh, you know what? That was actually helpful. Thank you. But I gotta go.
Well, that worked.
I think I gotta go back this way.
Yeah.
Oh, did you fall through? Oh.
Yeah, no.
Yes, I fell
It was
down
a beneficial
hill.
fall through because we had like a butt ton of health back for it, but back we go past the fireman. It meant something very different back in ancient times.
Fireman.
Oh, those are just all my neighbors. Or my old neighbors, anyway, before I moved upstate.
Yeah. Ow.
Why'd you do it, Goofy?
Why'd you do it?
They're relatively fine. They're a relatively nice
Don't
bunch.
slide down, just
Not sure why they I like to throw fire all over the place, and I can't understand a word they say, but they seem relatively chill. Seem like relatively chill bunch otherwise.
How are we meant to do that? Oh, you know what? I just no. Without even rewinding, I just realized even if you fall down there, you could just use the red plungers to get out. You know, the thing that you use to hang onto walls and climb, and
That's just me realizing the stupidity of my actions just there.
I mean, I like playing Prince of Persia starring Donald as well. I just remember that could have been our failsafe.
Listen, Donald runs circles around that poor prince. Like at least he knows how to control his aerial trajectory.
Yeah. Careful. Yee, yee. All right, and we fly. See, that's a.
Fried duck, anyone?
I was saying, but like things like that's satisfying to pull off a very well-timed slide.
Yeah, or, I mean, right? Isn't this what Indy goes through on a regular basis?
100%. That's why I'm watching Dial of Destiny. Spoilers: he turns into a duck.
Quack. I mean, it's funny. Like, if I'm not mistaken, like with the Indiana Jones series, I think wasn't it confirmed that a good part of that whole thing's creation was due in part to the Carl Barks Donald comics?
Now you got me looking it up. Here I go.
That's what I heard anyway.
Barks Donald.
Oh God, you need to run. That's
Yeah,
not
well,
running.
here it
That's
is.
walking.
From September 1 to September 1st, 2022 on giant freaking robot website news article /.com/ENT/Indiana Jones. The article being how Indiana Jones was inspired by a duck.
Not just any duck, but the one who gets stuck with all the bad luck.
Actually, no. According to this article, they claim that Indiana Jones was inspired by Scrooge McDuck.
Ah,
Okay,
right. Okay, the
yeah,
sun,
one sun,
moon,
two,
Oh.
I got crushed.
Well, now you're
That's
seeing
dumb.
stars.
But now you see the reason why. Now you see the point to that letter Goofy gave us.
There you go.
And there, the puzzle's been defeated.
Yeah, according to this, according to George Lucas himself, a large part of the eventual creation of Indiana Jones was the Carl Barks comics.
And with this, we get the Scepter of Ra.
Rahu.
Is that it? Is that our grand treasure?
Yes, that is indeed our grand treasure for this level.
Oh, do we need more from every
Now you
side?
may be wondering, without
Oh!
oh, thank goodness, one of these very convenient minecart rides.
Donald Duck ain't happy about this. I don't want a freaking minecart. I just want to get out of here. I just want the money. I just want
These-
the...
I just want a boat.
These minecarts that are, for some reason, don't want to tilt the entirety
Oh.
of it, just the wheels.
I just started like going really cynical for some reason. I don't know why. So I just want the money. I just want the bitches.
I just want the fucking money.
I just want the bitches.
So now with that Scepter of Ra, you may have noticed it takes the shape of fire.
Yes.
Where is fire the most useful at?
The
Viking Ship?
Oh.
I mean, you could technically burn wood.
The South Pole, so that we can melt it and have it all to ourselves.
Yeah, I figured that's where I was just like, yeah, South Pole, I think. I was right. Okay,
I don't think
cool.
you could have the South Pole if it's melted, Logan.
Oh, but you know what? I just realized something. It's not gonna, we're not gonna waste too much time since we need to get this done at some point or another, but I just remembered, we actually don't need, I don't think we actually need to go to the, we don't need to actually go to the South Pole just yet. We did need to go to the Viking Ship.
Well, go back up to the checkpoint.
Well, I need to make one first.
Oh, right.
Alrighty.
But don't worry, again, we're getting this out of the way right now. Again, that's the greatest convenience of, or you know what? Never mind, I did need to come here first.
Oh, thank goodness. How to get it out?
How do we get the ice key out of the block of ice?
Use.
Or whatever's inside that block of ice.
Well, simple. We use the power of fire. Because that's what happened first before Kingdom Hearts. Give it.
And so, with that, we got the Viking key.
Oh, this is a short level.
Yeah.
Yeah, a relatively short way just to get to the, Actually, we call from here? Okay, no, I have to be exactly right on the freaking flag. Pedantics.
They can't just sit 2 feet to the right. But okay.
Yeah, no, if the flag icon isn't blinking on the bottom right portion of the UI, then, yeah, you can't use it.
Alright.
But, anyway, let's head on to the Viking ship.
But yeah, okay. They always look so pissed off when they're flying by with their eyebrows like that. Just... Anyway, I am appreciative then that it seems like, I know you're in there, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, alright, we went from chucking spears to bomb cannon. Or not chucking spears, a bow and arrow.
You know, I have to wonder now, are the Vikings at war with Pete's gang, or Pete's gang cahoots with the Vikings?
I still think, I don't know, I can only assume that Pete's got himself into some wacky okay, actually, okay, I gotta ask. In Clyde Barks, did Pete have a gang, or is this just him being, like, colloquially combined with the Beagle Boys?
I think he just had his own gang of misfits. Or maybe that's just a thing they made for the sake of his game. You can't use it here, stupid.
What? Oh, we gotta climb.
Oh, that's right, we gotta climb our way up.
Easy does it.
Straight to the crow's nest.
Thankfully, Vikings had invented elevators back in 1813.
It's convenient, you know.
As you do. As you do. This has been a very educational adventure, I must say.
This was an educational game, boo.
Hey! 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 There is... I
Yes.
plan on, at some point, covering the Clue Finders games.
Really?
I was about to say, first off, you sounded really, like, intense in that defense of that. Like, devil damn.
Humongous Entertainment, Clue Finders,
Oh, speaking of humongous...
Oh, hold on a second. Oh, this is terrible. Terrible.
How terrible is it?
What's the matter?
I was the captain of the ship, but it's been taken over by ghosts. If you take it back for me, I can give you a Viking diary that will help you find the great duck treasure.
Great, I'll do it.
Please go inside the ship and get rid of the ghosts.
Okay.
I mean, well, it's not like we have much else of a choice. So let's quickly use this here makeshift horn to open up this here door, and we're inside the ship.
Good.
Anyway, I was about to say, you mentioning Humongous Entertainment, Logan, something that I've been contemplating on, because, so for context, we finally got back to doing our Disney Marathon, and we just recently watched Monsters, Inc., and I was reminded of this Monsters, Inc. point-and-click game that I used to play when I was younger that I think would be interesting.
Oh, God! I forgot about this sack of nuts here. Surprisingly, he acts all mighty tough, but he's just a big softy at heart.
Anyway, like
not exactly the kinds of Pete's goons I want to be running into more often than not.
Yeah. So anyway, like I was saying, there's this one Monsters Inc. point-and-click game that I played a bit when I was younger that I'm actually curious as to whether or not you would want to look into it for the channel, Logan. But the best way I could describe it is that it's essentially, what if Humongous Entertainment were commissioned to do a Monsters Inc. game?
So is it like an activity center, or is it an actual adventure attached to it?
It's an actual, like, point-and-click game that's, like, along the lines of, like, along the lines of, like, Humongous stuff, where it's, like, it's an adventure that you can help Mike repair something in the factory, and just like with Humongous Entertainment, I was supposed to say, and just like with Humongous Entertainment, a lot of the puzzles are randomized every time.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a neat idea. Oh my god, I thought he had, like, multiple legs, like he was a centipede man. Okay, okay with that. I gotta be right back.
Okay.
Alrighty. It is around dinner time for him, so makes sense.
Yeah.
I just need to figure out how the heck to actually get through here, because I almost forgot that this thing technically kind of takes place within a circle.
Oh, okay. That would explain it.
I think I got it. I found it. Here's the way through.
Ooh.
And through this way, we will find the mastermind behind the ghostly menace. No,
You're about to die from him.
Oh,
yep.
That's it. Game over. Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Oh, no. Where do I go? Where do I go from here? Oh, good.
Oh.
God. Well, I mean, I think we set up the checkpoint already. Okay, good. We set up the checkpoint, so it shouldn't take us too long to get back. So, we'll be back, folks.
Okay.
All right, let's try that again, Buster. I dare you to try that again, you piece of shit.
You know, something that just occurred to me, like, I don't know how frequently, if at all, we could use this, but something that I just got reminded of, why aren't we using save states?
I didn't really feel the need to use them.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, I felt like it would have been handy in certain places, like, for example, that maze that we got lost in, or, like, so that we wouldn't have to have gone game over on this guy.
That's fair. Ow.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, no, this is, out of all the bosses in this game, he's one of the tougher ones.
I can see.
But thankfully, he's also a one-trick pony. He'll bring himself back together, move to the other side, and then you repeat the process. So, I mean, honestly, yeah, if you know what you're doing, you can make it so that he doesn't even have a chance to attack. Yeah. So, you know, what was I saying? He's really not that hard. I just forgot how the cheese worked. Speaking of cheese, oh, there we go. Speaking of cheese, are ducks lactose intolerant?
I've never seen them eat cheese, so I can't say for certain.
Given essentially is like the closest thing to what's the word? Freaking chemistry and food.
Maybe.
I guess it would make sense that and he's done. And so the ghostly apparition has been taken out, and we can get what we came here for.
I got rid of all the ghosts! Can I have the Viking diary?
Oh, I'm sorry, but to tell the truth, I don't really have it.
What?
But an old legend says that it is hidden in ice near the South Pole. Maybe this ancient Viking plunger will help you. If you can use, it can be used to fly with it by catching things that fly. So we got our final upgrade to the plunger, which is probably the most situational in the whole game, but I mean, if it gets us straight to our destination, I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. So anyway.
So believe it or not, we're actually going to have to go back to the South Pole, because even though we did get the Viking gear earlier, we're actually not done here yet. This is the one area that actually has, well, okay, technically one of two areas that has two sorts of treasures to find.
Yeah. Anyway, while you go perusing through that, Sammy, Douglas, how are you two doing?
Doing good.
That's good. Then,
Whoops. Let's try that again, with gusto.
Yeah. But
I said...
Now you gotta wait for the next one.
Whoops!
Whoa!
You know what? It's probably a good thing in the long run, considering I got a little too trigger happy there.
Maybe. Well. But I was about to say, what about you, Douglas? Mostly because I don't think I heard you respond. You been doing good?
I'm vibing in the background.
Anything in particular?
There we go.
Watching, going over a few things to make sure everything's looking good. Just that jazz.
Okie dokie.
No worries.
What about you, Sam? You been up to much lately?
Honestly, just kind of really vibing, honestly, thinking of getting food after this.
No worries.
What you plan on
This will
getting?
be our last game for today. So, I mean, also...
Leftovers that I made of food yesterday.
That sounds nice. So, what are they leftovers of, if I may ask?
Stroganoff.
And so, if I'm not mistaken, that is one of the only few times you're actually going to make use out of that green plunger in the game.
God damn.
And so we just trek on the way we always do. Just mind the ice and water, and the occasional orca.
Oh my god.
Free Willy is pissed.
I can't
But
believe
you know, orcas are assholes.
Yeah,
Oh!
Orcas are actually assholes. They are the real killer whales.
My uncle got whacked by one of those.
Really?
Oh no, it's not. I'm just quoting.
Man, I was about to say, do tell. Like, how did this transpire?
Actually, I don't think any of my family has ever been to, like... Well, no, I lie. I think my mom and my stepdad have been to an aquarium once, but I don't know if anyone else in my family has ever been to one.
That's fair. I feel like I've been to at least one aquarium in my life, but that was, like, a long, long time ago. And I barely remember much of anything of it.
For me.
Yeah, same.
That's fair. Alright, so we're at the final stretch of this whole adventure here, and actually, funnily enough, once we're done with this level, we actually have no more need for the treasure map. It'll all be a straight shot from here on out.
Goddamn.
Oh jeez. Wow. Huh. I'm actually amazed that this guy can actually keep himself like he can still move around in this freaking winter wonderland.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's all the jogging he does.
Seal!
Hello, Mr. Walrus.
Or yeah, it is a walrus, you're right. Shit.
It's a walrus! Though, speaking of seals, I gotta go back and watch that one short at one point with Mickey and the seals.
Oh yeah, I return as well.
There you go.
Back.
Now that I've completed my journey around the neighborhood and back again.
Yay.
Back. Speaking of going all around the neighborhood and whatnot, we're actually at the final portion of the game until we start getting to, like, the major climax.
Oh, thank goodness! I'm not.
Yeah, no, like I said, this game's has a little more depth to it than Castle of Illusion did, which also includes a few come and go sorts of scenarios like this one.
I mean, I'm not against that. Like, I do not mind me a game that has some meat on it.
It is confirmed. Logan likes meat.
Yeah.
I mean, don't we all?
Well, he only says that because it's his only excuse for not being married, even though he knows
Here
full
we
well.
go.
Oh boy.
Hey!
The Viking Diary. We need it. Now we have everything we need to go find the treasure.
Oh my god, thank goodness, I had the treasure.
Let's do it. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh.
What could possibly go wrong?
That'll do. I think everything could go wrong. But yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry.
anyway.
Yeah.
As I was saying, what could possibly go wrong in this situation? Come on.
Aren't you gonna get those
Just
goodies?
get to the part where the nephews get kidnapped.
Oh. Donald?
Done.
Oh, sorry.
You got it. Hey, you got it.
If you want to save your nephews, you better give me that map and diary.
Your diary? Help us
Help the dial, help!
Okay, I'll do it. Just give me the boys.
You
The
boys.
fake one. He gave the...
We're sorry, Uncle Donald.
Let's hurry back to our airplane and chase after Pete to take back the diary and map.
Then I'll punish you for getting yourselves kidnapped and held as war hostages.
So off to the coast of Duckburg, we come to the hideout that Pete's been hanging around at.
Careful. Mind your head.
Oh, that's right. This is like the other point in the game where they actually want you to hang on to a bird for dear life.
And... Never mind. On your way, man.
We'll get the next
As you
one.
were.
Hey,
There we go.
I don't like.
Away!
I don't like this. I'm scared.
Why do I have a duck hanging on my belly?
It's a fashion statement. Don't question it. Do the dance. Yay! I am a child with keys shaking in front of it. That is a. Oh my gosh! Sorry. It is just,
Oh boy.
oh.
Oops.
Oh no, Caw!
Cause children had their last laugh that day.
Those are some silly snakes.
Yeah.
That was a very... That was a real pain.
Silly serpent, you.
Silly
That was a real pain in the ass.
Ha! Give him a dance.
Do the hustle.
Quick, Mauser size.
Speaking of that, I'm sorry, DreamWorks. I love The Last Wish. Not super stoked on the new Trolls movie.
Okay, for a minute I thought you were about to...
They're making a new one already?
Oh yeah, they're making a new one. Funny enough, I saw the trailer for it when I went to see the Mario movie.
Same.
I didn't even know there was a new one coming.
Yeah, and it's unfortunately doing that thing that I knew was probably going to happen, especially after how crazy things got in the second Trolls movie. It's feeling like a step back. Like,
Whoa.
Yeah, boy.
oh!
I was supposed to jump.
Honestly, like when you were talking about like DreamWorks regressing, I thought you were going to be talking about the Kraken movie.
No, I don't think that's regressing. It actually looks really fun.
Ooh.
It does look nice.
Oh, this is gonna be awkward.
But I agree. It is. But I will say, yeah, I agree. Between
Very awkward.
oh, uh-oh.
Man. Game over again.
What happens now?
It's gonna take us back to
No,
where it
no,
began.
no.
You see, this is why I said you probably should have considered save states.
I guess that's only fair.
Well, we'll try again. But no, yeah, it's just. I mean, it looks fun. It's just something we're like, I don't know. It's kind of.
Oh, motherfucker!
Oh,
Oh no!
it's just something where the best I can describe it from what I saw is like. It's like when Putt Putt went to the moon, and then saved a zoo, and then traveled through time itself, and then was told to like. And then in the next game was told to make a birthday party for his pet dog. Like, the stakes were significantly, like, reduced by that point. And here it's like...
But his dog is sad.
No,
Well, I
he's
mean,
sad,
like-
but he's gonna be a sad-ass dog with no birthday if he doesn't do the chores outside first. No,
Also,
No, but
to
then
be
the
fair,
part- so-
Logan, like after space and going through time, like where do you go beyond that?
I don't know, man. Space
You
time.
go through space time.
Space time. But no, so then you have like with the trolls, first trolls, was just trying to save the troll kind, and there you go, and not have to worry about being eaten anymore. Then the second one had all of the various troll species coming together, and literally traveling the very globe itself to try and like stop the art of music itself being removed, period. And then also along the way learning about revisionist history, and that apparently the pop trolls were the ones that actually tried to like command everything all along. It was actually a very interesting twist.
Ooh.
And now all this movie is just Branch is being coerced by his older brother to find the rest of a boy band group that he and his brothers used to be a part of, and maybe there's gonna be a romantic thing developed between him and the pink-haired troll whose name I always forget.
Huh.
I don't know, man.
Really, no. I mean, it's trolls. Who cares?
Yeah, it just exists to be their jukebox musical.
Pretty much.
Yes, he does.
They need something to make just the immediate satisfaction for the little kids who like to listen to Radio Disney.
Yeah. I think Radio Disney is gone too.
Oh yeah, it's been
Is
gone
it?
for like decades.
Man.
Huh? I could have sworn it was still around, but
Unfortunately, no. I remember the weird covers that they would do, like the I'm Blue starring Goofy, or the We Are the Champions starring everybody.
I'm blue, double D, double.
Can I just say that,
double
like,
D.
because I remember watching that just out of pure curiosity, and I am very disappointed in it because Goofy doesn't even sing the entirety of that song.
I know, they get some Europop artist to fill in for him because Bill Farmer was busy being a god that weekend. He didn't have time to do the entire Eiffel 65 song, so they just had to get some sad woman. They just had to get some sad singer to fill in. You know, I don't know.
Real quick,
Remember the time when Mickey and Friends got to sing with Freddie Mercury after he died?
I want to go back there a bit, Logan. Was that just you being silly, or is there some voiceover role I'm unaware of where Bill Farmer did in fact voice a god?
Looking it up now.
Oh my god.
Are you sure you're not thinking Gilbert Gottfried?
No, although that was still incredible, and that
Oh yeah, no, that was a great send off for the guy.
Yeah.
Even if we didn't see it as such at the time.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, some
I want to go down here.
Must.
Oh, that was way too far down.
Let's see. He was on a podcast called Death Wish Coffee Company.
I'm gonna do a dare. Okay, never mind.
Easy as it.
Dare averted. Dare averted. I think I was going down the wrong hole. I think it was this one I wanted to go down.
Ooh.
Because that way's the shortcut to your doom.
That way's the sucker way.
Also, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If there's an enemy that might possibly spawn a turkey, grab it.
Okay.
Or corn, I guess that works too.
One of them.
Watch out, because
Stop.
I want to say it is very well possible to I want to say that it's possible for the Oh! Hey!
Turkey!
I want that.
Mine!
Oh.
Jeez.
That came in pinch there. Thank you for packing.
There's another!
Thank you for packing such a big
Oh my
lunch,
God.
you fatties. Couldn't have brought a lunchbox. Had to be. Oh, speaking of fatties.
Hey there, fat fuck.
Oh, Jesus, let's get out of here. Now we get to fight the big man himself.
If you defeat me, I'll give you the map and the Viking diary.
Donald swaps out his plunger gun for an actual magnum. He's like, what?
Magnum, okay.
Where is he?
It's cheating. Why didn't I think of that?
I respect that.
I respect that.
I'm just thinking back, like one of my favorite bits from Pete from the Three Musketeers movie. It's like, I'm in such a good mood.
I love that bit. I love that bit so much, and his face and the. Yeah, Jeffrey. I'm in such a good mood. Oh my god.
So yeah, the out front. Wanna smack him right up the face.
I
Like,
think that
honestly,
movie. Is that movie? First of all, is that movie on Disney Plus?
It is.
It is.
Okay, because I genuinely think that movie has, I think, some of Jim's best stuff as Pete.
Like, there's a lot of, like, surprisingly funny things in that with Pete. Like, the whole thing, like, at the beginning where where the henchmen try to drop the safe on Minnie, it's like,
I didn't say drop a safe on her, you dolts. I said keep her safe.
well, that's good, because we missed her.
Yeah. There's that, the whole, and of course how, like, unhinged all the animations and expressions were, such that one that everyone always takes from Minnie.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah, with that fucking face.
Musketeers! Here's it does it. Well,
Just gotta take a few more plunger shots to the face, and we should be all good.
but yeah, I mean, now we're at nearly the end of our adventure. I hope that you and Doug had some fun today, Sammy.
We did.
If not,
And got him.
We.
Oh.
if not, you signed the waiver, so you can't complain about us to the board now.
Damn, Logan.
What do you think of everything around here? You think this is our first rodeo?
Oh,
No.
let's get out of here.
Help?
Gotta climb up?
Let's see. Climb up.
I'm assuming that's the case.
Nope, not like that, but come to think of it, where the heck did Pete go?
Pete?
What happened?
Did you soft lock yourself?
He gave us something. Oh, I think we called the airplane.
Wait, did you leave?
I'm pretty sure there's a way I gotta get out of here. Anybody?
Help?
Wow.
Fellas? Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, use the
We gotta
thingy.
we gotta look in the diary. It's the ancient Viking diary. The diary reveals that the map must be dipped in water. When this is done, the location of the real treasure will appear.
Let's try to go for it.
In water.
And so we learned that's where the location of the great duck treasure is.
The One Piece.
Quickly, to the island!
So the One Piece is real.
It was real.
Can't believe it.
I want. Has someone drawn that with Mickey?
I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
The One Piece is real.
Can you get
Oh no, Caw.
Yeah, Caw's back, unfortunately. But yeah, now we're coming to the big climax of this here game, and this is where the Indiana Jonesisms start to come into full effect.
I was about to
I'll
say,
admit, I
I'm
thought that
surprised
was already the climax.
Yeah, I
Go
mean, like,
ahead.
we already beat Pete. We're about to get the treasure.
Uh-oh.
Like, what else is there after that?
Game over.
Death.
Maybe
Yeah, game over. Thanks for joining.
game over. Thanks for
Donald
joining.
Duck
You're never
finally
gonna find out
fought
the end.
Donald Duck fought Pete to the death to earn the right to kill himself in the local ravine.
Man, I'm so terribly sorry for today's poor performance, everybody. But I mean, it doesn't. I guess that's what happens when I didn't practice this game unlike Castle of Illusion, and 2, we start this immediately after doing Castle of Illusion, which was, for all intents and purposes, a relatively breezy game.
Curse our hubris.
I thought I could get it done in record time, but look at us. Logan already got him. Had to leave earlier for dinner.
I did not actually leave for dinner. That was actually something where I had to like do an errand that required me to literally like without going into too details. We're trying to get a hold of a neighbor, and that neighbor was like not answering their phone call, and like I was genuinely told, "Hey, can you like just knock on their door and see if they're even there?" Which they were not there.
I guess they were maybe they were out on vacation.
That's my assumption. Or out to lunch. Lunch sounds really good right now. I gotta eat something later.
Well, you haven't had lunch yet? It's almost dinner time.
Oh, says the steak. No, I mean all I've had today so far was some yogurt, some granola, cheese.
Yogurt, some granola,
Pizza. Oh, I wish.
No, I meant just this morning.
yogurt, a granola, a pizza.
Anything else?
Oh.
Only this treasure map of the ancients. Great. How's that one for you, giantfreakingrobot.com? New article, how Indiana Jones was inspired by a sponge.
Maybe on one of his adventures.
It gave you rancid breath.
He was inspired by the lost city of Atlantis.
I know it.
Not just any Atlantis, but the one that David Bowie ruled.
Oh,
no,
damn.
that's not. That's the bad
Not David
one.
Bowie. That was what was it?
It was David Bowie,
Yeah, well,
And that was
in Atlantis Square Panis.
and that was the bad one.
Yes, that was the bad one. Mostly, especially because they didn't even allow David Bowie to sing, even though that was a fucking musical.
Yeah.
It also was.
That's a sin if you don't let David Bowie sing.
I also just think like that was around the time when it was really starting to become. Oh god, that was also around the time when I think the Flanderizations of the SpongeBob characters was starting to come to a head.
Yeah.
Or then in particular, I just remember like that was around the time when they were just like really really leaning into the fact that Sandy was a genius and kind of an arrogant one at that.
Yep.
Yeah, especially considering that, like, up to that point, they never really put a whole lot of emphasis on her being a science whiz.
Don't worry, Donald. It's okay. It's just an empty abyss.
Don't worry, just jump.
With hidden platforms, you know, like Indy did it.
What an incredible matte painting.
Yes, it is indeed.
Yes, he does it. This looks bullshit.
Happy thoughts.
Definitely bullshit.
Again, just like in Last Crusade.
That wasn't bullshit.
Now we come to the final boss of the game, the Great Duck of Garuza.
Oh, just like in Last Crusade.
Not gonna lie, just because how the head looked as well as what I thought it was gonna be here. I thought it was gonna be Magica for a moment.
I thought so too, actually.
I'm kind of surprised that at no point in this game do you actually come across Magic this spell.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised about that.
I was about to. The cowl around his head, but I realize now that wasn't a duck. I was thinking of the villain of the DuckTales movie.
Oh, the Murloc?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Murloc.
That wasn't a duck.
He's not a duck.
No, he was a goofy.
He's a dog, a dirty one at that.
Dirty damn dog.
Dirty damn dog. Oh my god.
Doesn't he use to use it more often?
I don't know. I don't think I would be up for doing an entire playthrough of the game. But now I'm very curious, James, if we've ever shown Doug and Sammy that one Mickey Mouse GameCube game when he faced Alistair and lost.
You mean Magical Mirror?
Yes.
You know what? A part of me's tempted to, but I mean, I think our old commentary is still fine.
Well, we'll just have to show. Oh my god. We'll just have to show them that moment.
I don't mind showing them, you know, on our for casual sake sometime.
It was basically like a point. It was almost like a. I don't think I would call it a point-and-click adventure game, but I know you just had to do a lot of things with Mickey Mouse in a almost like Resident Evil, Devil May Cry style, like navigation of a house.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was a point-and-click.
Oh.
I don't think that's how you use swords.
I'm thinking about it. Let me see what it was like if I douched him with. Oh, maybe this is a better option after all.
Well, let's see. I don't know how much damage. There's no health bar indicator to see how much we got, but I mean, smoke.
Okay, never mind. He keeps on the hot. So yeah, it's still. Oh
no! Oh lord! That was a close one. Ow.
That was a close one.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I'm liking that because these projectiles are a little bit quicker. It almost looks like you can get more hits on him because of his invincibility frames last a little. Ow. Oh my god, he sliced your dick off.
But Donald doesn't even have one.
At least keep that in.
Oh no, I don't know why that. I don't know why that just. I don't know why I just blurted out like that.
Fuck. Logan, you fool! Now he can't draw straws anymore.
Oh no. Oh. Lord. Well, that's just what it looked like. Like,
I was looking on my phone, and I just hear that. What the actual fuck?
I knew it. You weren't even looking. But no, it was just because of the way. It was because of the way that the Garuzia or whatever guy like was swinging his sword in a certain direction, and Donald's look of just pure as the sword connected with his crotch. He wasn't dead, but boy did he wish he was. And it was like there's only one result that could have led to that outcome.
I don't think you could die from just that alone. You get a fucking straight up game over.
System reboot.
Congratulations, you will no longer be able to bear a child.
Congratulations, you
Not
can't
like really
live while giving a child.
anyways.
Well, good, I don't want kids anyway.
I already deal with my nephews, isn't that enough?
Oh, no.
Nah.
I'll spare every bubble I have if I means beating this sucker back to the medieval period. Oh my god, that was it!
Oh my god!
Did it!
Finally, someone who's worthy of the treasure.
I'll talk to you later, Nick. I gotta go.
All it took was bubbles.
Fuck.
And so, there's the treasure.
Oh my gosh, it's just a plain stone figurine of a duck princess!
Well, I mean,
Sure,
just take it.
I mean, it's worth something, ain't it?
It's a collector's item. Oh.
Donald, it's nice to see you. Where's my present?
Oh, we got it.
This is it! The Great Duck Treasure Kangaroo's here. Bring it here, boys. Is that my present? Is that all? You cheapskate.
This isn't a good time.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oops.
Oh wait, there was a
Oh.
necklace inside it.
Oh.
A golden jewel necklace. Thank you, Donald.
Oh. Oh, shucks. And the boys are like, I
Gosh.
don't want to watch this.
Oh, cooties.
I don't know why. I just in my head, I was just in my head. I was just playing it out like, that's my gift. That's it. Yeah, it was a very good time. It was a good time. You better at least make up for it in bed. I got bad news about that department as well.
Wait, what?
About the thing that the
About the deck.
Garusian guard did to him.
Oh, okay.
This is I got bad news about that
I completely forgot we were
department
still
too.
on that.
Right in the Duck family jewels.
Anyway, okay. So had this not been preceded by another full game, regardless, I think this was the one. What, the NES or the SNES?
Genesis.
Genesis. Okay. Well, still.
Yeah, this is like a Genesis game, dude.
But then still, I think there was a lot to this to show. For the time, there was quite a good amount of content it had.
Yeah, and I'll still say, like, barring my poor display, like, it's still a very good game, fun game to pick up and play, and I mean, especially for the younger generation, it's a nice little jump into, like, the Metroidvania approach,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's not quite as grandiose as, like, what we have nowadays. Like, I don't know, it's just, much like
I
Castle Illusion
missed
before.
the
it's
ending. Fuck.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Sorry, Sammy. You missed Daisy getting angry that Donald brought back a statue that looked just like her.
Yeah.
Dang. How ungrateful.
But happy again until when that thing accidentally broke in half and revealed a jewel that a jewel necklace she wears now.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
All's well that ends well, as they say, as Donald and Daisy fly off to parts unknown. Probably for a sequel that'll never happen.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Well,
Now
I
what?
think it'll be fun.
But yeah, that's it for our time with QuackShot. So next time, ladies and gentlemen, Logan and I are going to practice being magicians for our next time into the Illusion series with World of Illusion, starring Mickey and Donald.
Get those Tommy guns ready.
What? Wait, what?
Okay.
Take care, everybody.
Rev up those fryers.
Wait, put those things down!